So I've been working ongoing for the past 4 years, overcoming many challenges in my way, got down to my lowest weight yet, which was 187, healed all my ailments except my emotional trauma from my past and present. And bottom line is, you know, I gave my power away. I gave my power away to food, and if you want to gain weight real quick, drink soda and eat the standard American diet. It can happen. You can gain like 80 pounds in 5 or 6 months. It can happen, and it did. And that's not even overeating necessarily. It's just not sleeping and not eating the right foods. But it's so much harder to do everything when you have extra weight. It's hard to tie your shoes. It's hard to, you know, you have no endurance. Hey guys, it is Melissa here with Raw Lifestyle. Today is Tuesday, I believe the 17th of February. And I weighed myself this morning and the scale says 250.2. I haven't been this high on the scale in years, actually. Yeah. You know, I've watched people's videos that have done long-term juice fasts, and a few people have said they have gained all the weight back, and they might have lost 40 pounds and then they gained 50 pounds. And I've watched these videos in the past, like, how could you gain all the weight back? How could you let that happen, you know? Why didn't you stop it before it got too out of control? And but in my situation, I just stopped caring. I just didn't care anymore. You know, I did so good for so long, and then circumstances in my life changed, and I didn't know how to deal with those circumstances, and I found comfort in eating, and I turned to alcohol to numb some of the pain that I was going through. And then here I am today. Oh, what is it? 5 months? August, September, October, November, December, January. Almost 6 months since I got down to the 187, which was the lowest weight that I had gotten to in a decade, 10 years. They worked so hard. And then, I just gave my power away. I gave my power to other people. I can rewind for you guys and just give you a better update. So I got back from Ecuador. I remained on the juice fast. I did a 52-day juice fast. It was in the best health of my life. It really was. And in a really good place mentally and emotionally. And really just all the way around in my life. And then I started nursing school again to pursue an advanced degree to get my RN so I could better, you know, provide for my family. And I started a third shift job, a brand new job with more responsibility than I've ever had in my entire life, entire career. So those are two things against me already for weight loss. But then I also chose to rely on my children's father as a daycare provider type of situation. And unfortunately that required him pretty much moving in and being in my environment all the time. And many of you know that I left a 14-year relationship because of, I didn't really go into a lot of detail, but there was a lot of mental and emotional abuse and borderline physical abuse and such. And it just wasn't safe anymore, and it wasn't good to my health. It wasn't good for me at all. So I made the decision to leave a couple years ago, moved out of my own place, and you know, still being a good father, wanted him to still be involved. And so that was difficult, but I still was able to keep my power and not allow any other circumstances to you know, stop that. So so the mental and emotional abuse hasn't stopped. And so with everything else I've been dealing with work and school, which is so hard, especially having 4 kids, it's a wonder I'm halfway through the program now, so I'm almost there. I have a lot of resilience in a lot of things I do and a lot of things in life, but when I felt like I just had so much weight, not physical weight, but you know, like the weight of the world, the weight of responsibilities, the weight of others projecting onto you, I don't have great coping skills to deal with it all, and it all felt like it hit me at once. And so I ate things that made me feel better, and they turned to alcohol, which obviously made me want to eat the crappy foods even more. But I'm to a point now where I'm like really suffering all the way around, and I have to stop. I have to stop the cycle. I have to stop. Also, I'm making this video. 250.2 pounds. I mean, I know how to lose weight. I've done it how many times, and I've rebounded back to... The unfortunate thing is when you heal from so many ailments and then you go back to what caused those ailments to begin with, of course they're going to come back. So that's kind of what I'm struggling with now. It's really hard for me to make this video because I don't want to discourage anybody. You can heal anything. You can heal your thyroid. I did it. I'm starting to have symptoms again. Why? Because I'm doing the things that put me in that place in the beginning, in the first place. But I'm taking control now. Nothing's going to change in my environment. I still have to rely on my children's father to, you know, be there for them when I can't be. And that's hard for me too, is just being away from my children for so long. My schedule, my work schedule, and my school schedule is super demanding on my time. And I hadn't been getting good sleep. Oh my gosh, I usually go like the whole weekend without any sleep. Instead of being a support person, my children's father has been the complete opposite. So it's just been really, really trying for me. I don't know when I'm going to put this video up, but just know that when you guys see it, that means I'm doing better. It means I'm doing better. And it's hard when you don't have a support system. You guys were my support system, and it's apparent that that's definitely needed in my life. And it's like I don't even have time for anything. So how can I justify the time it takes to make videos? It's just been really tough. So I had no idea I was gonna cry. Oh my gosh, that just shows you the state that I'm in right now. I just weighed myself, and it's really depressing, and I've got to take control. And you know, I keep telling myself and making these plans, and I haven't been able to do so. But I can't go on like this anymore. You know, I have so many goals and hopes and dreams, and they're just kind of like passing me by. So it's time to take control and take charge and do whatever it takes to get back to where I was and health and vitality. You know, with extra weight, everything is more difficult. So it's like I'm just causing myself more suffering, but yet the food numbs the pain that I go through at the moment. And then obviously there's after effects that you feel even worse. So if anybody wants to know what I've been up to, that's it. And it's not even like eating excessive amounts of food or anything. It's just the third shift schedule has made it really easily to gain weight, and using the food for comfort, and the alcohol will definitely make you gain weight. So I have been doing juices. I have been still incorporating some of that, but not as much as I should be, because there's also the lack of time. And it's just difficult. It's kind of like if a flower doesn't grow right in the environment they're in, change the environment, you know, to a better, more positive, more fertile, you know, more rich environment, and the flower will bloom and blossom and do better. And unfortunately, I just don't have that choice right now to change my environment. I mean, that's kind of what I did, was change my environment, and then I'm right back in the same environment in just a different location. So this is me today, and to a better future. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I'll make it through somehow, some way. I always do. Surprise myself sometimes at what I'm capable of doing, what I am doing in my life. And something had to give, and that's what it was. You know, I bought a lot of food on campus at the restaurants and at school, and you know, because you have to eat. It started out with, I just wasn't, you know, after the juice fast, I transitioned okay. And then slowly but surely I wasn't eating enough, wasn't eating enough calories. And I started telling myself that it was detrimental to my health, more detrimental to not eat enough calories rather than eat cooked food. So I started eating cooked food, and it just was a slippery slope for me. And then it was more and more cooked food, less and less raw, to like no raw, to fast food, to not doing good at all. And I was super sensitive at that point, and the high that the food gives you, and it's chemicals and it's drugs, and you could feel it throughout your whole body. I don't know if it's, you know, the feel good, something in your brain, it hits it, and it did it for me. And that's all it took, because it provided instant gratification and relief for the moment. I just got to find a different way. So I've got some things put in place, and I will continue to share my journey along the way. And it's been hard. It's been hard because I feel like this channel has, like, a lot of people have defined who I am by what I weigh, and I started to, and it was hard to disconnect from that because I'm still me. Either way, but there's light. I see it, and I'm done with the program at the end of this year. So I'll do better, and I'll meet my goals, and I'll get where I want to get. I just have to be my own support. I have to be my own support, and that's difficult. I hope you guys are all doing well, and you will see me in the near future. Take care. Bye.